Hi, my name's Louise Garman. I have a studio at Neo Artists in Bolton. These are actually the silkscreen beds, and this is what I use to create the three pieces that I've got in Flourish exhibition this year in Huddersfield and also in Scarborough. Here you can see them drying on the rack. I know some artists have found it very, very difficult in lockdown and struggle with it, and I do understand that. However, with me it had the opposite effect, because all the pressures of work were taken off me and I couldn't really go anywhere apart from going out walking. So I love sketching and drawing, and I love taking photographs, so I used the opportunity, because I was allowed to go out walking, to create lots of different images. And then when I came home, obviously I couldn't do huge big pieces, but what I did do was a lot of small images, and I experimented with them and I wasn't precious about it, and I just thought at the end of it I'll criticise myself, but let's just keep letting one go into the other, to the other, to the other. And I was experimenting with all sorts of different things, like using watercolour, which I've used before but not in the way I've done it, using acetates, but I've never used them in that way before, cutting them up, layering them. I wanted to add my drawing in as well. I didn't just want it to be photography, I wanted it to be drawing, photography, watercolour. I've also updated my website, which is Louise Garman, www.louisegarman.com, so that I had an opportunity to update my website and make it all current. But most of my work is on my Facebook page and my Instagram page, Twitter, and my website. And it's all been online and been feeding through the whole time. So I've been busy. I trained at Chelsea Art School in London and spent many years trying to find a studio. I've been to lots of different ones, but here you mix with other artists who may be doing something similar with the silk screens, or they may be doing painting, sculpture, but we're always in here discussing and showing each other and helping each other really to create work, and we're always encouraging each other, because it's not easy and we don't make a lot of money out of it, that's for sure, but it's something that we can't help but do. Right, so this is another version of the silkscreen. I've got 3 silkscreen in Flourish, so this is another version of it. So it's done in 3 separate times. So the first layer is the colour, the yellow I've done, then that has to dry. Then I've got the other screen here of the helicopter and Dungeness in a different colour, silkscreen ink on it, then that has to dry, and then finally I've got the silkscreen here on the screen of Saddleworth Moor and the traffic going over it, and then I'd pull the ink through that. So it's done in 3 different layers. I love silkscreen printing. First of all, it's very difficult to do. It may look easy, but the equipment is quite heavy. So I love the equipment. I love the boldness of the images. You can play around with the images, you can layer them, you can mix inks together and create translucent effects as well as big bold colour. So you can play all the time with the layering and the boldness or softness of the image, and you never quite know what's going to happen until you lift up the bed and then you see what's happened with the process. So you can plan it, and you think you might know, and you know where you're heading, but until you actually lift up the equipment and take a look and put it on the drying bed, you don't know. And that's what I love about it. Even if I made a lot of money from my non-commercial work, I would still do my commissions and my murals, because I work with another artist and we have a lot of fun doing it, and no, I love it because I'm using my skills. Whatever I'm doing, I'm still using my skills. With murals, I'm using my drawing skills, my painting skills, and then those are carrying into my non-commercial work, and it keeps you, it's like a practice habit, practicing all the time so you don't lose it.